What's up, guys? It is Decoded from the Quantum Quad here, and welcome to another theory video. Today, we decode the phone guy using math. No, I actually mean it. Oh, come on! It's just basic addition! It's not that bad. Well, anyway. 2 things you need to know before we get started. 1, you need to know that in the first FNAF game, every time Foxy bangs on your door, he reduces 5% more than he reduced last time. So he starts off by reducing 1%, then he adds 5 to that, you have 6%, then he adds 5 to that, and that is, 6 to the power of 2 to the power of 8 to the power of the Power Rangers, 11. And then you add 5 to that, and that is, etc. Next point is that. If you've seen my last video, you know that there is a way that the phone guy survived in FNAF 1. But that was just an assumption. This time I proved that it actually happened. And that is when I need the supersonic, kind of awesome, smarty stuff, what's the word? Yeah? I can't pronounce that. Calculations. Okay, calculations. Alright, yeah. The super nerdy stuff of calculations. But before we get into the before we get into that, you need to hear this.
Hey, well, day 4, I think you can do it. Hey, listen, I may not be around to send you a message tomorrow. It's been a bad night here for me. I'm kind of glad that I recorded my messages for you when I did. Hey, do me a favor. Maybe sometime you could check inside those suits in the back room. I'm going to try to hold out until someone checks. Maybe it won't be so bad. I always wondered what was in all those empty heads back there. You know. Oh no.
Alright, now that that's over with, here's a quick recap of my it's another theory. Well, I couldn't think of a better name, so yeah. Anyway, in that video, I prove that the phone guy is not all that innocent because in the night 6 phone call, he asks you to stay close to the animatronics in the morning and make sure to wear your uniform. The fact that he would mention for you to wear your uniform means he wants you to get bitten, since someone tampered with the animatronics' facial recognition. He tampered them so when they recognize an suit, they would attack it. Sorry, I stuttered. Oh my god, I stuttered a bit there. So yeah, and in the night 4 phone call, there was actually a way that the phone guy could have survived. He could have been listening to the audio in the kitchen, and that is when Freddy can play the Torador song when the power is not out. If Freddy is in the kitchen and you listen to the audio, so that means his monitor must have been up, which let Chica in, which is when we heard the raspy breath, and the left door was closed the entire time, so neither Bonnie nor Foxy could have entered the room. But it's the Foxy part that I would like to investigate. In the night 4 phone call, you do hear lots of banging on the door. And usually with banging on the door, we think of Foxy, if you are a FNAF addict like me. But have you stopped to consider the amount of bangs on the door? And how every time Foxy bangs on the door, you lose 5% extra power? Well, the night 4 phone call and the video game logic does not add up. We will get back to that later. For now, we do have to keep in mind that the phone call lasts for 42 seconds. The amount of time where 2 energy bars are up during the phone call is 37 seconds, and the amount of time that 3 bars are up is 5 seconds. During those 5 seconds, the phone guy should lose 1.56% of his power. During the 37 seconds, he should lose 7.7% of his power. So we know he lost at least 9.26% of his power. When you compare that amount to 100%, that's actually not a lot. But who said he lost that amount of power from 100%? We know that he lost that amount of power during the phone call. Now, back to Foxy banging on the door. Let's just assume he started the phone call as soon as he started the night. That would mean that the first time Foxy ever knocked on the door during the phone call would have only taken away 1%. So, we know that Foxy knocked on the door 9 times. So, the first time he takes 1%, second time 6%, third time 11%, then 16%, then 21%, 26%, 31%, 36%, then 41%. When you add all of that up, you get a whopping 189%. I know that I am not an expert mathematician, but I am pretty sure that that number is bigger than 100. This tells us that the phone call can't actually be real. Well, it's not. It's all been staged by the phone guy. He purposely waited for Freddy to go to the kitchen so he can put up his monitor and let Chica enter and hear the audio inside the kitchen so the phone call would hear it too. And he has the left door closed, so he kicks on it to make it sound like he's banging on the door over and over and over again. But we blame it on Foxy, not him. Go ahead and rewind this video to the night 4 phone call, but you can actually tell he never talks when the series of knocking actually starts. He always pauses, you hear knocking, and during the knocking he starts talking again, just not to look suspicious. But they never start at the same time, and the knocking does not interrupt his voice. But only one of the times that you hear knocking on the door is real. Can you guess which one? I am giving you about like 10 seconds to go ahead in the comments below and guess which one is the real knocking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, come on, 8, 9, 10. Alright, did you do it? It is the last one. The last one takes place while you hear moaning and raspy breath, which means if he were to knock on the door with his foot, then Chica would notice that he knows that Chica is in the room, and Chica would consider it as if he was putting his monitor down, and he would have died there. But no, that was a real knocking, so that means his energy must have been deducted by a certain amount, which turned off the power and cut off the phone message, like in my other video. I did it. I did math. For fun. I actually did that. Yeah, okay. Why not? At least I got something out of it. Well, it actually wasn't too bad, to be honest. Well, it was just basic addition. So, yeah. Well, anyway, guys, thank you very, very much for watching. I highly appreciate it. If you feel like it, go ahead and subscribe. Please do let me know in the comments below what FNAF game you would like me to play. And I will see you next time.